Hey, money magnets, let's dive into how to access $50,000 credit cards at a secret credit union.
Guys, we're going to tell you how to join this credit union and what bureau they pull. And we're going to talk about the Dover Federal Credit Union today.
Okay, Marvin, let's dive into the first product that this credit union offers.
Okay,
so we're going to be talking about the Cashback MasterCard.
Right.
Now, with this credit card, you get 2% back for every dollar that you spend. So, Marvin, what that means is that there's no special category. So
Right.
every time that you swipe that card, you're going to be getting cash back, okay? And the other thing I love about this card, Marvin, is that it has MasterCard benefits. And what we mean is they give you airport concierge.
Yes.
That right there is a huge deal because
Yes.
when you're sitting in the airport, you want to have somewhere to go where you can kick up your feet,
Right.
especially if you're not traveling Delta and you can't get in the Delta Sky Club.
Exactly.
The other thing that I love about this card is zero liability.
Right.
And you also get MasterCard Golf. Now, Marvin, I'm not sure about that, but I want to dig a little bit deeper into this golf because, I'm trying to learn how to get that swing in.
That's right.
Okay, so money magnets, the other thing that I love about Dover Credit Union is that you can get pre-approved right online. Now,
Right.
It's with a soft pull.
Yes.
And it doesn't appear as a hard pull unless you accept the offer.
Right.
So when you get pre-approved, you're going to know what your limit is, your interest rate.
Right.
And once you decide to take that offer, guess what?
What?
It turns into a hard pull. So I wish other credit unions would do this because
Exactly.
this is a good way for you to know, hey, did I get the card or do I want to accept the terms and conditions of this card before
Right.
I take it? This is really amazing. But Marvin, let's talk about the next card that they have to offer.
Okay. All right, Gloria, we're talking about the Advantage MasterCard. And
Okay.
just like the card you talked about, you can check your rate before you actually get approved, which means you can take a soft pull. And then if you approve, you can accept the hard pull. Now, it's no annual fee on both cards. And what I love about the interest rate is 50% of the national average, which means it's somewhere
Wow.
around 11%. And like you said before, you got the MasterCard benefits. You have the MasterCard ID protection, global service, airport concierge.
Wow.
You also have MasterCard Golf, where you can check out those
Yes.
golf courses. You got the priceless cities.
Okay.
You have contactless technology, which I'm still getting used to doing the tap.
Yes.
And then you got zero liability on fraud, and you have the chip technology. So no matter how you have to use this card, you should be able to use it. So I think, guys, with these $50,000 limits, you got to check these cards out. These are good to me, like everyday cards to use. And you can get cash back on the bonuses that they have as well.
Marvin, you know what? I just keep telling these money magnets that you have to start looking at these credit unions.
Yes.
We're so big on the big banks and,
Right.
wanting to go there. But guess what? It's these small banks that have all the money.
Right. And we use our points. Like, guys, right now we're in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic.
Yes.
And guess what? We use some points to get here.
Most definitely. Marvin, let's check out some of the other products that this credit union has to offer.
Let's do it.
Okay, now this right here can be a cash flow changer because they allow you to finance your vehicle for 84 months.
Yeah, that's a long time.
That's a very long time.
Yeah.
As well as, they have a program for people who has never purchased a car before.
Wow.
And, we get a lot of people that come into our program that has never purchased a car, but they want this big boy car.
Right.
But you can't have the big boy car if you don't have car credit. That's a big deal nowadays.
Yeah, like in our mentoring program, I just talked to a business owner today. Even though he has an 800 credit score, like Gloria always says, you got to look at the body of the credit. When you only got $1,000 credit card or a $1,500 credit card, when you go to the business side, you're not going to get the $50,000 or $75,000 limits on the credit card. You're going to get the lower end. So guys, even look at their secure products, because if you have to get a secure product for $3,000, just so when you go for unsecured, you have higher limits, because you can have an 800, 750 credit score and be stuck getting approved for lower limits on the business side. And speaking of that, if you guys want $250,000 at 0% for 1 year, you ought to think about our mentoring program and text Gloria and I.
Okay. Now, Marvin, let me dive back into this first time, auto buyers program. Okay. Now, it's 100% LTV.
Right.
Okay. And the other part that I like about it is it lets you borrow a maximum of 50% of what your income is.
Wow.
That right there can be a cash flow changer for you, you know, and you can have little to no credit,
right?
And they will work with you. So don't sleep on Dover.
Yep. And make sure, guys, you start a checking account with Dover. You can join with the Friends of Bombay. That's an association that allow you to join this credit union. And remember, guys, they're going to pull your Experian credit score.
And they only charge $15 to be able to join, the nonprofit organization. So you want to keep that in mind, okay? Now, let's move over to, let's see what loans and other products that they may have to offer and see what kind of interest rates they have on that.
Sounds good. All right, Gloria, not only do they have auto loans, you can get new and used auto loans, motorcycle loans, boats and RVs. So they run the gamut when it comes to auto loan, and you can get recreational vehicles. Rates right now as low as 6.99% on boats and RVs, motorcycles 7.75, used autos 5.74, and new autos 5.49. And for 84 months, that's a long time. It sounds like it's a pretty cheap note. And guess what? They deferred the payment for 90 days.
Oh, that right there is amazing.
Yes.
But Marvin, let's look at what other mortgages and other, personal loans that they may offer that you money magnets may be able to use.
Let's do it.
Okay, money magnets, let's dive into the mortgages and the personal loans. Let's see what else that they have to offer.
Right.
So, Marvin, with the personal loans, they go up to $50,000 as well.
Nice.
Okay. Now, they didn't give a whole lot of data points on that, but I can tell you it's something that you want to most definitely look at. But let's talk also about the mortgages, because they have so many, options for mortgages until you just can't go wrong.
And look, guys, if you have any experience with Dover Federal Credit Union, make sure you drop some comments below, because we want to stay abreast of the new data points or any changes, because a lot of times when you do a YouTube video, changes do come after it. But let's dive into the mortgages, though.
Okay, Marvin, hold up. Did you tell them, don't forget to like and share too, Money Magnets, because we want to make sure that this information is getting out to everyone and that we're empowering your finances.
And we just hit 5,000 subscribers. We want to thank you guys for supporting us, for liking and sharing the videos. And guys, help us on our way to 10,000 subscribers.
Okay, Marvin. So now back to the mortgages. Now they have so many different mortgages, Marvin, until I'm looking like, what property would I like to buy right now? Okay.
Look, so for my builder friends, they have a construction loan with permanent financing. That's great if you want to build your house for the first time, or you just want a brand new house and you want it to be your way. Also, they have the ARMs, which are a 10-year ARM. They got a 5-year ARM. They even have the VA loans if you're in the military. And guys, they got the conventional fixed mortgages if you want a fixed rate for a fixed amount of time, which I'm sure is going to be 10, 15, and 30 years. They also have Freddie Mac Home Possible. And then they got the medical professional loan, which I always talk about this in some of our other videos. We did a video about NIH, which is about healthcare professionals.
Most definitely.
And a lot of times healthcare professionals like the ARMs.
And this is the wonderful thing about this particular bank. Even though NIH is about medical professionals, but I think this one may have one up on NIH, because what this particular credit union does is that they take your student loans out of your DTI.
Yes.
That right there can be most definitely a cash flow changer, which allows you to have more room to purchase more house, you know?
Yeah, and that, like, you're right. That's a great point. And I got a friend of mine, he's a pharmacist named Bobby. He struggled with this for years. So, he's a pharmacist actually in the healthcare industry. And, taking those student loans out of the equation does allow you to get more house. And guess what? You may have those student loans deferred as well, because Bobby, I think, is probably a doctor by now. And guys, let me not forget, they do have FHA loans and USDA. But Gloria, before we go too far with this, let's do a recap on how they join and what bureau they pull.
Okay. So keep in mind, Money Magnets, they do a pull on Experian, and it's a soft pull to get pre-approved. So just keep that in mind. So when you get ready to open up your account, be ready to apply for some products for that soft pull. And if you accept the offer, then it becomes a hard inquiry. Okay.
Exactly.
And also remember that it's $15 in order to join the nonprofit to become a part of this credit union.
The Friends of Bombay.
this credit union is also like Navy Federal. So if you are in the military or you have a family member that's in the military,
right,
no worries, because you can join this credit union and you don't have to pay the $15. Now, it's not geo-locked. So anyone can be a part of this particular credit union.
That's nice. And guys, remember, if you have a business and you want to raise more capital, like $250,000 at 0% for 1 year, all you got to do is have a 700 credit score, be 2 years in business, and get a free business strategy call from Gloria now. Get our information in the description.
Okay. Hold up, Marvin.
What you got?
I have a gem.
Okay,
if you want to know another credit union that has high limits, check out this next video.
I'm Mr. Smith.
And I'm Mrs. Smith.
And we're here to help empower your finances.